Hi everybody, in today's class we are going to discuss about forests our lifeline. It is a new chapter. We are proceeding with a new chapter. Okay, and it is forest our lifeline. So what is forest? What is forest? Forest is an area where more number of trees are found, isn't it? More number of trees, shrubs, grasses, creepers and even herbs. So what is that? It is forest. It is an area. Forest is an area. Forest is an area with shrubs. With shrubs. Shrubs are the thorny bushes. Okay, shrubs are the thorny bushes with strong stem. And next we find what? Herbs. Herbs. Okay, herbs are the tender plants. Herbs are the tender plants with soft stem and soft leaves. So these are herbs. And next we will find what? We will find grasses. We will find grasses. And grasses, they are found at the floor of the forest, isn't it? Floor of the forest. That means the bottom part of the forest. There will be many grasses. And we also find what? Creepers. Creepers. So creepers are also found in forest. So these creepers, what they do? They run on the forest. They show growth by running. That means, okay, they start somewhere. They start somewhere. Okay, at a certain point, and then their growth shows as creepers. They creep on the ground. Okay, they cannot climb. They creep on the ground, so they are creepers. Okay, best example is what? Dub grass. Okay, best example, dub grass. And you may also come across like climbers. Okay, climbers are also found in the forest. So what are climbers? Climbers are the plants. Climbers are the plants that cannot grow by themselves. They need support to climb on other plants. Okay, so they are climbers. These are found in the forest. Okay, and if we see forests, in forest there will be different trees. There will be different trees. Different trees found on different forests. Why? Because it is influenced by the climatic factor. Climate influences what kind of trees should be present in what kind of forest. Okay, so forest is also influenced by climatic factor. Okay, forest is influenced by climatic factors. Okay, so climatic factors will influence what kind of trees should be present in forest. And we know that some of the forests, they are very thick, having more number of trees and more number of leaves. So these leaves, they allow light to pass very hardly. Sunlight would pass very hardly in this forest. So they are what? They are thick forest. They are thick forests which will not allow. Okay, there is no allowance of sunlight. There is no allowance of sunlight. If it is very less amount of sunlight will fall in the forest because they are very thick. So there are very thick forests and very thin forests. Okay, it depends on the climatic factor. It depends on the climatic factor what kind of forest should be present. Okay, what kind of forest should be present. Okay, so here the branchy part of the forest. The branchy part of the forest is known as what? Crown. Okay, crown. Crown, where it will be present? It will be present on the heads of kings and queens, right? So crown is the branchy part, topmost part of the trees in the forest. They are crown. Okay, so the branchy part of the tree is known as crown. Simple. the branchy part of the tree is known as crown. Okay, crown. And we also find some of the trees, they grow, okay, they grow taller than the other trees. They grow taller than the other trees. And okay, they grow taller than the other trees, and they cover the trees that are growing under, and they form what? Canopy. They form canopy. So these are canopy, okay, or canopies. So they are the tallest plant, okay, and they have crown above the other plants or other trees. So they form the topmost part, and they cover the other plants that are growing under it. So they form what? Canopy. They form canopy. And they form what? Canopy. And if we see these trees that are growing under canopy, okay, now don't confuse, the branchy part of the tree they are crown, and canopy is the topmost trees that have the crown, okay, over all the other plants, they are canopy. And trees that are growing under this canopy, trees that are growing under the canopy is also known as what? Is also known as, okay, trees that are growing under canopy is also known as under, okay. So trees that are growing under the canopy is known as what? Understory. Understory. For example, here you can see here small plants under canopy. For this plant, this will become canopy. Okay, they are covering the smaller plants. Okay, so this will become what? Understory. Understory. Okay, understory means what? The small plants or small trees that are growing under canopy, they are known as understory. So far what we have discussed? We have discussed crown. Crown is the branchy part of the trees that are found in the forest. And next one, the topmost covering that becomes is known as canopy. And trees that are growing under canopy, they are known as understory. So these are three different terms we have learned in this session. Okay, in this session. Okay, so here, okay, here we came across tall trees. Okay, tall and giant trees. Under that giant or tall trees, we may see what? The tall grasses. Tall grasses are not so tall, right? Tall grasses and even shrubs. So, for example, here is the tall tree. Here is the tall tree. And under tall tree, we find what? Shrubs. Shrubs are the thorny bushes, isn't it? Shrubs are the thorny bushes. They are grown under the giant or tall tree. And even we find what? Tall grasses. Grasses that are tall are not so tall, isn't it? They are not so tall as shrubs. Okay, and this becomes the first top layer, and this becomes the middle layer. And we also find what? We also find tender, soft herbs. Tender, soft herbs. So here these herbs are the lowest. They are found at the lowest layer. And if they are found at the lowest layer, they are also known as floor of the forest. And the giant and tall trees, they form the roof of the forest. Okay, so whenever we are discussing about forest, we should keep in mind that there will be roof, there will be middle layer, and also there will be floor. So this is the floor. Okay, in floor we also find what? Many dead and decayed plants. Also found at the lowest layer of forest. That is nothing but floor of the forest. Okay, dead and decayed plants, along with that leaves, twigs, seeds, fruits. Okay, seeds, fruits. What will come across in the floor of the forest, we find dead and decay plants. Dead and decay plants. Okay, even we find leaves. Leaves. We find fruits, seeds, even twigs. Okay, we find twigs, and since there is dead and decay plant, that provides what? A good manure or humus to the floor. Okay, humus to the floor. Then the seeds that are present in the floor, they will get proper nourishment and they grow into a tall trees and they germinate. For example, they get nourishment from the dead and decay matter of the floor and they start germinating. Okay, they start germinating and they form what? Again, a thick forest. So seeds germinate. Seeds, they germinate by the help of the dead and decay plants. Okay, not only this, in floor of the forest we find many microorganisms, and the other organisms like beetles, okay, beetles, earthworms, many organisms like millipedes, centipedes, all these are found at the floor of the forest, and they fertile the soil that is present at the floor of the forest. From this fertile soil, the seeds will get advantage and they grow into seedlings. So this is how the seeds they get advantage when they are present at the floor of the forest. Okay, as I told you, there are many organisms and microorganisms found in the floor of the forest. So, okay, there will be many organisms and microorganisms okay, that are found in the floor of the forest, as well as they are found on the bark of tree. Which is bark of tree? Okay, bark of tree is nothing but the outer epidermis of plant, the outer layer. Okay, simple, the outer layer. When you peel out the outer layer, okay, when it is dried, you come across many organisms. They come out from the bark of the tree. Okay, for example, there will be centipedes. These organisms, they have many legs, right? Centipedes, and even millipedes, spiders, and ants, and even beetles. Okay, these are the common organisms that are found on the forest, and they are found on the bark of the leaf, bark of the tree, as well as they are found on leaves. They make their nest in the leaves, and they are protected inside the leaves, and they are found in the bark of the trees or in the floor of the forest also. So that means what? Forest provides a wide variety of habitat to such type of organisms. Okay, so forest provides habitat for such type of organisms that are found. Okay, so forest provides habitat. Okay, one more important point, a very important point to be noted here is, in forest there is never any flood. In forest there will be no floods at all. Okay, why? Because the the rain that comes in the forest first falls on leaves. First they fall on leaves that are present in the trees, on the trees. So these leaves, okay, these leaves, they collect the rainwater. That means they are not taking it. They will just collect the rainwater, and through that leaves, the rainwater will flow into the branches. Okay, through the branches, they come to the ground. Okay, they come to the ground, and through this ground, water will seep down. Okay, water seepage will be there in the ground. So there will be never flood in the forest. So this is very interesting point, isn't it? So first rain will fall in the leaves, on the leaves, and from the leaves they will be flowing through the branches, and finally they will come to the stem, and from that stem, okay, the water is distributed to the ground, okay, where the trunk is present. So this is how there will be no flood, and this water finally they seep into the ground. Okay, and even this seepage water also will recharge. You know, it will recharge the water table. Recharge the water table that is present under the soil. So seepage water will recharge the water table. That means what? Forest also becomes, okay, finally we conclude that forest also will become a important renewable resource. Okay, forests are also important renewable resources. Okay, forests are also important renewable resources. That means they have recharged the water table. And they also produce what? Oxygen. They also produce oxygen during photosynthesis. Okay, they help in production of oxygen when oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. And okay, they also check the rate of oxygen and carbon dioxide percentage during photosynthesis. They take carbon dioxide, thereby they check the rate of carbon dioxide that is present. Okay, so the percentage of carbon dioxide is maintained by the forest. That's why they are important renewable resources. Okay, not only that, even the plants present in the forest, what they undergo? They undergo transpiration. That means they are releasing water in the atmosphere. How? Through transpiration. Okay, through transpiration. Okay, through transpiration they will maintain the moisture content in the atmosphere. Thereby the atmosphere will have what? Moisture, and form what? Cloud, and finally again the cloud will cools down by condensation, and finally again we will get rain. That means they are renewable resources. Okay, so they also maintain the water balance in the environment. They also maintain water balance in the environment through a process known as transpiration. Okay, here point to be noted, as they are using oxygen, okay, as they are releasing oxygen and taking carbon dioxide, that means they are involved in exchange of gases, right? So in our body also same thing happens, where in the lungs, okay, exchange of gases takes place. So they are considered forest is also considered as green lungs of the earth. Okay, forest also is considered, very important point, green lungs of the earth. As they are involved in exchange of gases, they are known as green lungs of the earth. Okay, they provide oxygen that is very essential for our survival, and they take the poisonous gas known as carbon dioxide. So they are very useful to human beings as well as the animals that are present on the earth. So this is what today's introduction. We will continue in next class.